if you want to be a writer, you have to have friends. Even though she's an Alabama fan, you have to have friends. And so if that was the one thing that is the bonus of being here, is that despite some of the friends God leads you to have while you're here, it really is a great connection. The people that I have met, the stories that we've shared, they'll go with us. I mean, we can do things in a writing book. Didn't they say we can Google anything? Well, why do we pay all this money? I don't know. Anyway,
because we got Jim.
We got Jim
and Taylor.
Okay, so the fact is,
nobody else has Jim and Taylor.
Hey,
They don't.
the community is just wonderful.
It was really good. It was, it's so interesting, you know, because you go to places and you're like, you know, I'm going, because I had been to seminars that I got so excited about, and then I was so miserable when I walked out, because I'm like, oh man, that just did not, I had them unrealized expectations, you know, like with your humor. I had them unrealized expectations, and this is like, you know, how God blesses us abundantly above and beyond anything we could ever ask or imagine.
Right.
This is what happened here. Blessed abundantly above and beyond anything I could ever ask or imagine, because it was, I mean, you know, you go to places, you pay the money, they have people come in, you leave, they could care less, you know. The speakers I know really care if you learn something, but ultimately they're not invested, and this was invested. I think it was brilliant. I told my husband this was genius, to put people together in a smaller group. It's very much a blessing to see someone and his son who truly care about where you're going from here. Because we had no clue when we got here that when we left here, they were going to give us more homework.
More homework.
Yeah, which was a little bit of a downer.
But we can do it though.
But the fact that y'all were going to call and to give us like a life plan on it, because I mean, it's so personal.
And
so
we're
good.
the perfect example, I think, of you don't have to be a published writer. You can be a beginner. We had people in all different stages.
I've never done nothing.
She put 2 spaces
after the period.
Because
I
and it
thought
was
you did
fundamentally
that.
wrong.
It was fundamentally wrong.
But then I have not written a book, but I have been published, and then there's people here that have written books, series of books, so you don't have to be accomplished. You can be a beginner, and you will get more than you would ever dream. I think my favorite part was knowing that I came to a place that you and Jim, Taylor and Jim, really care about us. And I think that was my favorite part, that I was going to learn, but I wasn't by myself, and that even if I didn't meet anybody or get to be friends with anyone, that I wasn't alone. And I think that was my favorite part, was knowing that Jim and Taylor really and truly care whether we get this or not, or want to guide us through it.
Definitely recommend. And it's actually, I'll be honest with you, and we don't know the answer to this, is there going to be an advanced course, because we want to come to it too. Really
in other words, we want to come back. A place that you are given tools, resources, and become a part of a community that will continue. It doesn't stop when you drive out of the driveway.
I say it's a place where God's purpose and your path intersect.
Are you 2 best friends or worst enemies?
Both, because
she's a Clemson fan
and she's an Alabama fan,
and we are.
But we were last year.
Not last year. Last year we were.
Well, the year before. This year we will be. I think we're. It's a love-hate relationship, but since football season is just a tiny part, I guess we're best friends.